It's the go-to for the how, so you know that you want to. Yep,
Hi Primpers, welcome to another weekly brush up. Now this week I wanted to talk to you guys about foundations because there are 4 new really cool foundations. Each one does everything differently on the market this week, and I think that foundation is really one of those beauty products that we as women are always striving to perfect. Once you get your dream foundation, it's like all up from there because it really is about finding that perfect kind of formula for your skin type and for your preferences, and once you get that base happening, it's just all good. So let's start. This is the new Laura Mercier Oil-Free Supreme Foundation. Here it is. Now obviously, as the name suggests, it's oil-free, so it is great for any of you primpers with oily skin. Obviously, if you've got oily skin, you want to steer clear of oil-based makeup, especially when it comes to your foundation, because you really want to try and keep that oil all over your face, or if you're just oily in your T-zone or wherever, to a minimum. So this particular formula here is, you know, some oil-free foundations can be a little bit chalky in order to give you that really kind of mattified look, and that's quite 80s. So this one here it's still fresh, it's still glowy and radiant, but it's just got a slight matte sheen to it almost, if that makes sense, so that it can really kind of keep that oil not looking obvious, but it's still really easy to blend, which I think is another problem that a lot of the oil-free foundations have, is they're almost sticky and claggy and hard. This is beautiful. Not all of them, obviously, the older formulas, but this is really easy to glide on your skin. It doesn't feel thick and heavy, but it is quite full coverage, I'd say. But a great option for any of you primpers with really oily skin. Next up, we've got the new CoverGirl and Olay Tone Rehab 2-in-1 foundation. Now this is really cool. This is a foundation and a serum in one, so it does have that skincare element to it. Now because of that, it just feels really silky smooth and soft when you put it on your skin. It absolutely just glides on flawlessly. It's not thick at all. It's quite light to medium coverage. But you can obviously build it up if you like a little bit more, and just kind of, especially in areas where you really need it. But it's great coverage, goes on like a dream, and of course it's got that skincare benefit to it as well, which is another really great advantage. So that's the CoverGirl and Olay. Highly recommend it. Really great foundation. The next up, we've got Bourjois 1, 2, 3 Perfect Foundation. Let me turn it. Oh no, there we go. 1, 2, 3 Perfect Foundation. Now this is really cool. So basically this foundation has 3 different colored pigments in it. It's got yellow pigment to counteract dark circles underneath your eyes. It's got purple pigment for anti-dullness. So if if your skin's looking a little bit dull and lackluster and you really want to boost that radiance, it's got purple pigment for that. And then it's got green pigment to counteract any redness in your skin. So what this bad boy is really all about is really evening out your skin tone, evening out all those little color imperfections and making it flawless and glowing and radiant and even. So I love this because I get a little bit of redness around my nose sometimes. You know, if you're a bit tired when you wake up, you get dark circles. So this kind of counteracts all of those things and really gives you this even finish, which ideally is what a foundation should do. Again, it's quite light coverage, goes on really well, it's beautiful. Really great foundation as well. And finally, this is really funky. It's Dr. Lewin's Skin Perfect Anti-Aging Foundation. Now, you get to a certain age where anti-aging does become a priority for you. It's something that, you start noticing some fine lines here and there, and as getting those anti-aging benefits into as many of your beauty products as possible is a really great way to start counteracting some of that. Now, Dr. Lewin's has been around for years and they've specialised always in skincare, but now they're starting to get into makeup as well with this really cool anti-aging Skin Perfect range. Now, this foundation here, again, because of the anti-aging kind of benefits and skincare in there, really easy to glide on. It's got probably more of a fuller coverage, I'd say, but if you wanted to tone it down with a moisturizer or something, you could do that as well. But really beautiful, and if you're looking for something that is going to treat those fine lines a little bit nicer, then I highly recommend this one as well. Anyway, primpers, they are 4 brand new hot off the press foundations. Let me know what you think of them. Please please share if you have a foundation that you absolutely love, because I do find that it's one of those products that women really, really rave about and stick to when they find their dream one. Or if you want to try any of these. Anyway, guys, have a beautiful weekend, and I'll see you all back on Primped next week. Bye.
Yeah. It's the go-to for the how-to, you know that you want to.